Hey everyone, and welcome back to the smoking section. I'm Shaun, and tonight we're going to have a little bit of fun with a little bit of a 3D effect as well. Tonight we're going to be smoking the Gimmick by Cigar Dojo and Lost and Found. Now, I bet you're wondering why I'm wearing these 3D glasses. Well, they actually come with the cigar because it is a 3D cigar. The sticker is 3D. The wrap is actually a 3D cigar or a 3D wrap as well. And it's a really cool fun cigar that was only limited edition. It just came out October 2nd of 2020. There was only, I believe, like 500 bundles were made, like only 500 bundles of 10, and that was it. That was all they were making. They weren't making anything other than that. So this is a really cool cigar. The flavor's really unique. And I'm actually going to take these off because it's really hard to see you guys while I'm doing this. But I figured I'd wear them for the beginning part of it. And yeah, we're going to get right into it. So as always, I always do a straight cut on my cigars unless it's a flavor tipped cigar. So I'm going to be jumping right in with that because I already cut it. So I'd be nice and prepared for this stick. And I always like to torch the bottom of it and just try and get it all nice and warmed up for that. Ooh, that is a really good first light. Beautiful. Well, happy Monday, everybody. Hope everybody's doing really well so far. I'm just going to move my stuff around here a little bit so I can see the chat. So Eric saying, what's up, Shaun? What's going on, Eric? And then David Boutwell is also here as well. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? What's going on, David? How are you? So, as I said, tonight we are jumping right into the Gimmick by Cigar Dojo and Lost and Found. This cigar, like I said earlier, was a specialty edition. They only made 500 bundles of 10. So that's what, like about 5,000 cigars in total. This cigar was really cool. I've followed a lot of Cigar Dojo's cigars. I know that a lot of people have done a few different cigars. One of the ones that I did on Facebook was the Untitled Project by Cigar Dojo and Room 101. It looked like a bunch of ramen noodles on the cigar band, and it was a really great cigar. So Cigar Dojo is always usually one of my favorites that I like going to because they come out with some really awesome cigars, and they're really unique. And considering that a lot of them turn into, one timers, I had to get a bundle of these for myself, and it's just awesome to be able to smoke one of these from them. So far, Terry Monroe's checking in, saying hi to Eric and David. And then we have D Hub coming in. What up, bud? D Hub in the mix. What's going on, D? How you doing, brother? So a little bit about the cigar. This is a 5x52. The wrapper is Dominican Republic. The binder is Sumatra. And the filler is Dominican Republic as well. And so there's a lot of Dominican Republic tobacco in this thing. And it just has a really unique flavor, I think. A little bit of a like sugar mixed with some pepper in there for me right off the bat. I also get like a little bit of like a bread kind of taste. I really couldn't tell you what kind of bread it would be. Like, I know it's not a sourdough or anything to that effect, but it does have a little bit of a bread kind of taste. And it's a really nice mix of a cigar. I can get a little tiny bit of some ginger, some like just a pinch of ginger in there, but the sugar and the pepper is very prevalent in the cigar, and I absolutely love this cigar. And for those of you that didn't get a chance to see it, that is the Gimmick. It is a 3D, and I'm gonna actually see if I can focus in on that versus me. That'd be pretty cool, huh? It's just a really, really nice cigar. And like I said, they do give you like 3D glasses with the pack of 10, and they also gave you a Gimmick sticker, which is actually on the back of my laptop that I'm using right now. And they gave you these all wrapped up and ready to go to smoke. And they're just a really, really nice cigar. I really enjoy smoking these. They're not over the top when it comes to a kick in the teeth with the pepper. It does fall more on the mild side of life. It can reach into the medium side, but it doesn't really get there till like the very, very end. And the cigar is just absolutely beautiful to just be able to hold. The scent is just really, really nice. It pulls really evenly, and I absolutely love this cigar. And I got a nice, amazing, beautiful woman checking in, Jessica, my girlfriend, checking in, saying hi, baby. What's up, baby girl? How are you doing? Thank you very much for joining me tonight. Jessica has been doing schoolwork all day long today, so this must be her break time. So she decided that she wanted to just kind of check in and see how everything was going with me. So I appreciate that very much, Jessica. She's doing really, really well in school right now. I couldn't be more proud of her. She's absolutely amazing. She's so smart, and she just knows how to just juggle everything when it comes to school and work and just being a girlfriend. It's really, really nice and refreshing to see how amazing she is with just everything that she does. I couldn't be more proud of her. She's absolutely just the greatest thing in the world. So I just appreciate everything that you do, Jessica. So thank you very much, baby. And that's my mushiness for tonight. So back to the cigar. So yes, this was a limited edition cigar. As I said, they only made about 500 bundles of 10. So they actually didn't fly off the shelves as quickly as they thought. Sometimes with Cigar Dojo products, they wind up going within the hour sometimes. I know that a lot of different cigars that they were bringing on, everybody winds up going for them. And I was actually pretty surprised that this wasn't one of the ones that wound up flying off the shelves. I'm not sure if it was because of the cigar ban that everybody just kind of was like, this could be a little hinky. But I'll tell you right now, if you didn't get a chance to get your hand on a pack of these were absolutely amazing cigars and still are. I mean, I've been taking my time with these just because I don't know if I'll be able to get another pack. I know that there's some still out there, and I think maybe there's a few websites that you could probably get it from. But I mean, these cigars are absolutely awesome cigars, and if you get the chance, try and grab one. The retail price for this cigar was about $75 for a pack of 10. It's about $7.50 per cigar, but you're never going to just get one cigar unless the cigar store bought a couple packs and they're selling them individually, which I highly doubt was the case. But you're looking about $75 for a pack of 10 with these. So they were really, really great cigars to be able to just get your hands on. And for 10 cigars for $7.50, that's not bad at all. And I really enjoyed the price for the amount of flavor and the amount of attention that they put on with the cigar. And right now, as I've already been a couple puffs in. This cigar really has just a very, very nice structure. Um, a few things that I've noticed right off the bat is the ash just seems to just layer itself on top of one another. It has these really, really nice lines that just kind of just lay right down on the cigar, and it just packs in tight. The ash is very, very nicely tight. It's just an absolutely beautiful cigar. Um, it is really weird because a lot of times the cigar band is a really nice paper, and this has that really nice slick edge to it. That just it feels a little slippery in your hand, especially if you've been holding it for quite some time. Your hands might get sweaty. But it's just a really, really unique cigar, and I'm glad that I was able to grab a pack of these. One of our members wound up giving me a heads up and letting me know, like, hey, I don't know if you get notifications, but Cigar Dojo is, dropping this new cigar, and it's dropping out on October 2nd. So if you're not already, in the mailing list, get in there so that way you can be, you can get into having the first, dibs at this, and then they kind of go to the website. If you're familiar with Cigar Dojo, they do it really, really nice to a respect of they kind of make it a hierarchy ladder for the cigars that they wind up dropping. So what they like to do is anybody who's a member of Cigar Dojo, they get first dibs of whatever's coming out first. So whoever wants to jump on those, they get first dibs. Then anybody who's like in the mailing list and, who are active, but, didn't really become members, they get second dibs, and then so on and so forth. So I was lucky enough to kind of be in that second tier of being able to get dibs. And it was just a really, really awesome way to just try a new cigar. And I couldn't beat the price. The price was really, really nice for 10 cigars. And I just thought that it was absolutely a steal when it came to something new and something exciting for me. I always love trying new cigars. I will never not try a new cigar. I just really enjoy trying all different walks of life. And this cigar really was something that I was really looking forward to trying, especially since the Untitled project was such one of my favorite cigars. And they wound up bringing it back. You can still buy the Untitled project by Cigar Dojo in room 101. So it's just a really, really nice stick to be able to try and get into. And Cigar Dojo does not disappoint in any way, shape, or form, to be honest with you. And if you're wondering, tonight I'm going with an old favorite of mine, and that is the Cayman Jack Mojito. I really, really like these, and I just think that they're really, really refreshing, so I figured, why not? I'll crack open my last one, and I'll have to find something later for the next live stream. So cheers, ladies and gentlemen. So as I kind of continue to get into this, I've already kind of given a little bit of a description about what I'm getting off the first couple of puffs, and I want to see if it changes any. Now, I have smoked one or two of these before. Like I said, I have been taking my time with them, but I was really, really excited about it before, and I just wanted to see how everything was going with the cigar and how it was going to react to some of the different things. So now I'm really going to take my time and just be able to see what flavors I get from this. So while I'm kind of puffing away with this, I have a couple announcements. I know, I'm sorry. A couple announcements on a YouTube video, I'm sorry. But I made a post on the Smoking Section Facebook page. Our stickers are in. I finally got the membership stickers. So if you're looking to get a membership sticker, please message me at the Smoking Section Facebook group and let me know. Obviously, you have to be a member to get one because they don't just go out for free. These are the official members of the Smoking Section group. Excuse me. So if you're looking to get one or if you're looking to become a member, please hit me up and go to the Smoking Section on Facebook groups. And now, excuse me again, I'm sorry. I told you guys last time, Mojito's kind of give me the burp, so I'm sorry. I'm going to try not to burp into the microphone. But again, some good news. We finally got the Instagram page up. So if you are anybody who likes Instagram or follows a couple things of Instagram, you can follow me now at _smoking_section1. The number 1, not spelled out 1, on Instagram. And I will be doing posts on when I'm going to be streaming. I'll be doing posts for a new video that I just put out. And once again, I wound up putting out my very first video that wasn't a live stream. So that was pretty fun for me. It was the 10 tips and tricks that I had come up with for that day. We're going to be bringing out some more tips and tricks as well, but I didn't want to throw too much into one video. I wanted to keep it right around like 15 to 18 minutes, and I think I wound up ending it right at like 16 minutes and some odd seconds. So that was really cool for me. I wound up filming that in Jess's basement, and I for once tried doing something a little different for the little titles underneath. The camera that I have, the Logitech, actually came with software that I could download off the website, and it had something that I could record and put little titles and effects and everything else. So I'm kind of having fun with it. It's not completely off the chain, off the rails, high tech, but for what we're doing, I think it's just perfect. So we put our first video out. So hopefully, if you get a chance, you can go to YouTube, go to the smoking section page, and you can check out the 10 tips and tricks for cigar smoking on that page as well. And real quick, I have Terry saying I'm doing the Valkyrie by Man of War. So far, so good. Glad to hear it. Eric says I'm smoking the Alec Bradley Black Market, which is another good cigar. Hopefully you're enjoying it. And David said, I saw that. It came out good. Well, thank you, David. I appreciate it, man. I was a little bit nervous for it. It's not like the live videos where I'm able to kind of stumble over my words and recover. So I did do a few mess ups when it came to my stuttering, but it wasn't too bad though. I think everything came out well, and just the more that I do it and the more practice I get, the better things will get. So that's what it's all about. We're just here for, doing us and doing the best that we can do. So hopefully everything will continue to go out well. And we're going to have more cigar videos coming out as well. They're not all going to be live videos. I'm going to try and put out a video on Wednesday. It's just probably going to be like a nice little 15 to 20 minute video, if that. I'm going to smoke a cigar and then do the transfers like I did before, where I just kind of smoke it to a point. You won't see me smoke it all the way down to that point, but I'll pop back in and tell you my thoughts. And we're going to do a couple of those that way as well. So that way we can get some extra content on the page. So be on the lookout for that. And so far, everything's going pretty well, I think. Like I said, we got the Instagram, we got our stickers in. I know that David said he wanted a sticker. I got a sticker for Eric coming on his way. So we're just kind of rolling through life right now. And I know Jessica has a sticker, and so does Terry. I think you have yours on your cigar case, correct? Yeah, he has his on his cigar case. So he's always representing the smoking section, which is awesome. So real quick, back to the cigar. I don't want to get too far off track. If you're just joining me, tonight we are smoking the Gimmick by Cigar Dojo and Lost and Found. This is just a really, really awesome cigar, and I absolutely love these cigars. So I'm really excited. I thought it was going to be a nice kind of weird, funky cigar to try and go for a Monday, and with it being October and Halloween and everything, I figured why not break out something a little retro but a little cool as well. So we'll see how that goes. But so far, this cigar is doing actually really, really nice. The burn is a little uneven on some parts, but not too bad. It's been evening itself out real nice. And I'm just really, really enjoying it. So I'm still getting a little bit of that bread taste when it comes to the cigar. The sugar and the pepper is very, very prevalent just because of the sheer fact of it's not a very harsh burn when it comes to everything. It's more of like a sweet burn, which I can tell is a lot of that sugar mixing in with the pepper and not giving it a really, really rugged taste. This is a very, very mild to medium cigar. It falls more on the mild side of life than it does the medium side. When it gets to about that medium side, it's usually because it's almost done. It usually gets up to about right here on the cigar, and you can really start tasting a lot more pepper than anything else. But the cigar does really, really well when it comes to the burn. The flavor is just really, really unique. I don't know a lot of cigars that can mix sugar and pepper all too well. Plus a little bit of that ginger snap in there as well. That it's just kind of like that last little hint as it flies off your tongue. And it's just doing a really, really nice job of maintaining that flavor, maintaining itself, and just burning really, really evenly. And I absolutely love that about this cigar. And especially on the nasal exhale, a lot of that ginger snap comes out. It's very, really, really weird to be able to see that the ginger snap and the pepper and the sugar all mix so well when it comes to this cigar. And it has just such a unique profile that, Cigar Dojo is famous for having weird but yet really awesome cigar profiles when it comes to flavors. And from the Untitled project by Room 101 and Cigar Dojo, that one was definitely more on the medium side of life. It started out somewhat mild, and then it went really medium really quickly. And from going from that to this, and it's just, I know that they're both totally different cigars, but they're just really, really nice to see that Cigar Dojo matches up with so many different people to put out really awesome cigar blends. And this is one of those cigar blends that you just have to try. Um, I love it, to be honest with you. It's probably right up there in my top five. A lot of Cigar Dojo's cigars are up there in my tops. Like I said, I believe that next to the Clown by Denali Honduras Tobacco Company, the Untitled project is right there in my top 3 or 4. It really is a beautiful, beautiful cigar. I only have one left, and I'm kind of saving that for like a special occasion, just for the sheer fact of I love that cigar so much. And right now, with the cigar markets online, especially going out of control when it comes to trying to find things, I don't know when the next time I'll be able to get those in, but I do have a cigar coming in that my father wound up buying us. We're going to be splitting whatever we get. It's going to be, and I'm probably going to just knock my ash out. Well, you know what? I'm going to try and ash it for you guys tonight, by the way. I'm going to try. I see that it's getting a little bit flaky on the end. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it kind of has like a little bit of a indent going on there. But I'm going to try and ash it as far as I can. Why not? It's Monday. We're going to try and be adventurous. But with the cigar online website buying up of most of everything, with that being so sketchy right now, I really don't know when the next time I'm going to be able to get the Untitled project in. But we have another cigar that's going to be coming in that my father wound up buying for us that we're splitting. And I'm going to make that a YouTube video as well. I don't know if I'm going to do a live or if I'm going to do like just a regular, short video. But this cigar, I'm really, really excited to try it. It looks awesome. It'll be my first time smoking it, so I'm really excited about that. I always get excited when it comes to new cigars that I haven't tried. A lot of times on Facebook, if I see somebody smoking something that I haven't seen yet, I just like go out of my way and I just start saying like, "Where'd you get it? Where'd you find it? How can I get it? Do you have any extras? Send it to me, please. I love you." Just because of the sheer fact of I love trying new cigars, and I love trying like the weird ones. Not just the weird ones. I love La Hora. La Hora is probably one of my top brands that I really enjoy. Perdomo, Rocky Patel, all the big name brands I'm really a big fan of too. But I just really, really enjoy trying the off brands that nobody ever really thinks of getting, and I absolutely love them. And it's so nice when I'm smoking this cigar because I know that there's pepper in this cigar, and usually when I do a nasal exhale, um, I like the burn that I get with it, but a lot of times I don't always do a nasal exhale because it does a little bit too much for me by the time I get to the end of the cigar. And this is one of those cigars that I just want to do that nasal exhale on every time I take some in because I enjoy that ginger and I enjoy just the combination of everything. And I really feel like I get a lot of that when it comes to doing that nasal exhale more so than I get just blowing it through my, over my lips. So it's a really, really enjoyable cigar. And I really love the way that this thing all comes together. I do. I really love this cigar. It's so enjoyable. And it's one of those cigars that you can literally smoke and just sip and enjoy. That was one of the things that I really liked about it most is the first time I had it, I was a little leery because I was like, is this going to be something that I should have gotten? Am I going to regret this? I know that it's from Cigar Dojo, and I've never had a bad cigar from Cigar Dojo, but I was a little bit leery of it because I was, this is something that I just really started kind of getting into with Cigar Dojo, finding those, weird yet awesome brands. And I was just kind of a little hesitant of it. And after like the first 3 or 4 puffs, I was in love. And I just kind of said like, hey, I think I'm going to start trusting Cigar Dojo to like the max. Whatever they drop, I'll be willing to try because it's just one of those great things that they just know who to pair up with. when they pair up with somebody, it's an equal partnership, and the cigar comes out absolutely beautiful. And like I said, a lot of people like smoking a lot of Dominican Republic tobacco cigars, and this is one of those cigars that you would really, really enjoy, especially if you like the Dominican Republic tobaccos. Definitely something that you should try and get into. But you're waiting for me to ash myself. Thanks. I'm being as careful as I can. Normally, whenever I try ashing a cigar, I kind of look like a train or a whale, because I kind of put my head up and I try and smoke the cigar upward, so that way I can keep all the ash on top of each other. So I'm seeing what I can do, kind of leaving it sideways. So at some point in time tonight, I'm probably going to ash myself. So hopefully you guys can all see it on live. But we're going to try it, because why not, I did. Light up that flannel shirt. Yeah. And then see, I'm even full of Halloween still, because I did one of my favorite movie shirts, Return of the Living Dead. One of my absolute favorite movies. I'm a big zombie buff when it comes to zombie movies. George A. Romero is my hero. He's the creator of Night of the Living Dead, the 1968 version. Along with Dawn of the Dead, Day of the Dead, Land of the Dead, Survival of the Dead, all the Deads basically, except for the ones that were remakes of his originals. I'm a big zombie movie buff. I think I have, the last time I counted, like 60 or 80 different zombie films, some that were like Polish zombie films that were like zombie Nazis, some that were Spanish zombie films, some that were just from all over the place. So I really enjoy zombies, in case you were wondering. That's why my first logo for the smoking section was a zombie head smoking a cigar, because I figured I'd combine both of my two loves. Darren says, oh, so that's your secret to preserving the ash. Sometimes, depending on the ash, if the ash is very, very strong, usually I can get away with, keeping it sideways like this. That, and I just rotate the cigar. So like right now, if I can hold this flat, see how the ash starts, burning upward. I'll start smoking it like this and letting the ash kind of start going downward, and I just rotate the cigar. I got to be careful, though, not to rotate it into the wrong direction or too much, because the ash will levy itself off to where it starts breaking off from the other ash. So I just kind of, turn it a little bit here and there. Ooh, excuse me. Told you. Mojito just give me gas. I just keep kind of rotating it and making sure that, it doesn't go too far down or too far to either side. And usually I have pretty good luck with that. But if the ash is really, really light, then yes, I kind of look like a snorkeler, and I kind of put my head up like this, and I try to get it as far down as I can. It's just one of those things where I try to see how far I can get it, and I don't care how stupid I look, but I try to do it as far as I can. Oh, yeah. So one of the things that I wound up absolutely loving was, it was a couple years ago. I wound up going to, what was it? Comic-Con. And I wound up meeting the co-writer of Night of the Living Dead, Jack Russo. And I wound up getting a signed original. There was only like 1,000 copies made, but it was the original script for Night of the Living Dead. It was originally called the Anubis, which is the big dog head body, or dog head with like a human body, Egyptian god that was like the keeper of the dead. But they kind of thought like, well, nobody's really going to get that reference. So they wound up changing it to Night of the Living Dead. So that's why it was called that. But originally it was called the Anubis, which was like the god of the dead in Egyptian lore. So I wound up getting that, and that's like my prized possession. I have it like right on, besides Jess. Jess is my first prized possession, then the Nova, then that. But I have it right there on my my little coffee table in front of my TV, and I love going through it. I can recite the whole thing by heart. It's an absolutely great movie. So for a Halloween flick, if you're looking for something, look up Night of the Living Dead, 1968 by George A. Romero. And we got Peace, Love, and Guns popping in. Dope shirt. You're the big dog? No, I'm not the big dog. I'm like the medium dog. I'm starting, but I knew what you were trying to say. Thank you very much, Peace, Love, and Guns, for popping in and saying, hey, hopefully everything's going okay with you. I've seen some of your pictures that you've been doing a lot. So hopefully you're doing well, and hopefully you're kicking back and relaxing tonight. Yeah. Wouldn't that be something? So next week, I'm going to try smoking a cigar through a pipe so that way I can keep it straight up and down and see how that goes. Tune in for that, and it'll be an interesting time. But no, so far I've already kind of gotten just past the first third. I'm going into the second third, and the cigar is staying very, very consistent. I love the consistency of this cigar. And real quick, I got to give props to Peace, Love, and Guns. He doesn't pop in, he drops in and stays in. So thank you very much, Peace, Love, and Guns. I appreciate it, brother. So the cigar stays really, really consistent when it comes to flavor. I know that I said in the beginning that as you get towards like the back end of the cigar, that it goes more to that pepper kind of taste. And that is true, but throughout the rest of the cigar, it stays really, really consistent with a lot of that sugar, a lot of the pepper, a hint of that ginger snap, and a little bit of that bread kind of taste. It just has a really, really nice way of just staying consistent throughout the whole thing. And I love that about this cigar. As much as I love the adventure of some cigars that switch profiles, it's really, really nice for me to be able to have a cigar that winds up staying consistent so that way you can just sit there and talk. You don't have to worry about trying to analyze it the whole time. You can just sit back and enjoy it. And this is one of those cigars that you know is going to just stay the same, and you don't have to worry too much about it. It stays lit. The pull is great. Ooh, I said pull, and I felt it hit the ash. Ooh, God, we almost had an accident. So it's just one of those cigars that just has a really, really nice, even fight with it. It's not like fighting a marlin. It's more of like fishing for sunnies. You know, it pulls the line a little bit, but it doesn't do too much. It's not yanking you all over the place with taste. And that's what makes this cigar really, really nice. And as I said, you can just kind of see how the layers just kind of layer right on top of each other. They have a nice wave. They all just fall really nicely on top of each other, and it just stays really, really solid. If I were to knock this ash off right now and put it into my ashtray, it wouldn't like crumble and all fall apart. It would actually stay pretty close to its true form, exactly how it looks right now. It'd probably just sit right in there and break straight off. And it's a really, really nice cigar. It's one of my personal favorites. I absolutely love this cigar. I do. I love these cigars just for the sheer fact of they're different, they're consistent, they're made really, really well, which I wouldn't expect anything less from Cigar Dojo. They always put out a really nice cigar, good quality cigar, and it doesn't even have to be a boutique cigar. It's one of those cigars that you're not going to find in stores. They're only open to whenever they have the drop date. And they're totally worth trying to stay up late if you have to try and get a bundle of these just to try them. I always swear by Cigar Dojo. Whenever they drop something out, their cigars are just top notch, and I absolutely love these cigars. And another thing that I want to kind of bring up, which I'm not trying to assume anything, but I'll be honest, I haven't seen too many reviews on this cigar. I'm not saying I'm the only one. I'm just saying that I haven't seen too many reviews on this cigar. So, I'm not sure how many people have actually done a review of this cigar other than like members of Cigar Dojo, who are usually like the creators and the big members of Cigar Dojo. But these cigars are absolutely amazing, and I cannot tell you enough how rare it is to be able to get one of these packs in a reasonable amount of time. Like, I was surprised, like I said, once again, these things didn't sell out right away, and I was really, really surprised with it. I actually had one of our members stay right by there, and me text him and say, hey, I couldn't get any. Could you get me another one, or get me a pack? He was actually going to buy me a pack, and I was going to send him the money, but he was going to actually get me a pack just in case. That's how badly I wanted this cigar, because I trust Cigar Dojo that well. And then once I got it home and I was just about to light it up, I was like, man, just please don't be a waste of money. Please be a really good cigar. And I don't even know why I said that, because without a doubt, Cigar Dojo put out another grand slam. Cigar Dojo and Lost and Found are just absolute powerhouses when it comes to cigars. And I really, really enjoy their products. This is no exception whatsoever. And it's still burning so evenly. I don't know if you can see it too well, but I mean, it is just burning so evenly when it comes to everything. I have a little bit of a hill right here, or a valley, I should say, and a little bit of a hill over there. But I mean, it just corrects itself. It does such a nice job. I haven't had to touch it up. It hasn't even gone out. And especially with all that ash just sitting over the cherry. But the nice thing about it is the more I keep the ash on it, the difference of the flavor it could make. I don't want to knock the ash off and say, oh yeah, it tastes a lot different now. But when I knocked the ash off before, I don't remember it staying as consistent as it is right now. And I'm just getting every little bit of that cigar out of the leftover ash, and whatever is still left in it, I'm just pulling through. And it's really, really a nice combination. The bread is just a really, really nice touch. Bread is my downfall. Whenever we go out to dinner, I can't help myself. If we go to Red Lobster and those Cheddar Bay biscuits come over, it's an end of story. You will lose your hand. I will probably bite your hand. If you try going after my Cheddar Bay biscuits, you better get a basket of your own. Bread is my downfall. So having that nice little bread taste in there, along with the sugar and the pepper, and of course the ginger snap, it's like dessert almost. It's just like a sugar pepper ginger snap cake made out of bread. It's just everything together, just right there, and it's just absolutely beautiful. I got to tell you, I really wish that you guys are able to try this. If you get a chance, go to cigardojo.com. They should bring you a link to where you can buy them from. I believe that you can still get them from Atlantic Cigar Company. That is one of the dealers that sell this as well. I believe that they're the link that Cigar Dojo sends you to buy these, but they're just an awesome, awesome cigar. And if you get a chance, please grab one and try it. It's an experience nonetheless. And if you haven't tried anything from Cigar Dojo, I would give it a try. If you really like Maduro cigars, I would definitely go for like the Untitled Project. If you like a medium to mild cigar, but kind of stays more on the medium side of life, I would definitely try the Gimmick if you can still get them. They're just really, really nice. I gotta say, I really enjoy these cigars. And even now, like I said, it's just staying consistent. The consistency of this cigar is just absolutely beautiful when it comes to everything. And the ash is just really, really solid. It's just doing a really, really nice job of just staying right there. It's staying true to its form. It's not falling all over the place. And it's a really, really well constructed cigar. And I really enjoy these things. Somebody next to me on this side of me is trying to jinx me and say that I'm going to ash myself, but we're doing pretty good so far, ladies and gentlemen. We are doing pretty good so far. So real quick, I want to kind of give you guys a little cigar tip. I know that I did 10 tips and tricks video, but I figured I'd throw one in here for this video. So as you can see, I have a little bit of a low valley there, and I have a little bit of a hill over there. If you want to try and even up your cigar, take the side that's higher and then allow that to go down on the bottom. Try doing a couple puffs on it that way to see if that will try and even it up. So that way the heat won't hit that top side anymore and burn it evenly. It's worked for me a couple times. It doesn't always work, so to speak, especially depending on the cigar itself, but it could work for you depending on the cigar or the wrap. But one of the things that you could try is just flipping that high side down and smoking it that way and see if that winds up changing anything for you. So I'm going to spin that back around because that's where it's pointing up to. And you can see it's pointing up just a little tiny bit. I don't know if it's better to do it this way. But yeah, you can see it's pointing up just a little tiny bit. So I'm actually going to let that come back down a little bit. So I'm going to smoke it like this just to try and keep the ash from falling down too much and the weight pulling it. But we're not doing too bad with it so far. And consistency. I know that I keep using the word consistency, but it's really the word that I can honestly say I love putting that word next to Cigar Dojo. If you were to say what word comes to mind when it comes to Cigar Dojo, I can honestly say consistency is the word that comes to mind with Cigar Dojo. They do such a nice job with their cigars. Like I said, I haven't had a bad cigar from Cigar Dojo yet. There are collaborations with different people such as Room 101 for the Untitled Project, Lost and Found for the Gimmick. They're just out of this world, to be honest with you. It's kind of like two powerhouses coming together. It's kind of like if Coke and Pepsi, both like the kings of pop, I guess, not Michael Jackson, but actual soda pop. It's like if Coke and Pepsi came together and created like a super soda. That's kind of what it feels like to me. It's kind of like bringing like the best of both worlds. It's like the fizziness of Coke and the sweetness of Pepsi, and they came together, and it was like Poke. Like they created Poke soda, or like Cokesy, maybe? I don't know. But regardless, it's like those two powerhouses coming together. Think it like peanut butter and jelly, and it's just perfect together. Coke and Pepsi coming together to create an ultimate powerhouse. That's what Cigar Dojo does when they get with Lost and Found, Room 101. They just create these unbelievable cigars that are so out there, but at the same time, nothing on the market can even compete with them, just for the sheer fact of you got two powerhouses coming together to create a beautiful blended cigar that just blows the mind away. And that's what I love about Cigar Dojo. That's one of the things that I can honestly say I love about Cigar Dojo. Now, if you're looking to get something from Cigar Dojo, they do have a website, www.cigardojo.com. They also have an app, for iPhone and Android. Just go to your Apple Store or your Play Store, I believe, for Android, or Google Play Store for Android, and just look up Cigar Dojo, and you're going to see like a little sumo wrestler with a cigar sticking out of his mouth. That is the Cigar Dojo app. You'll get updates. They'll let you know when a new cigar is going to be dropping, when the release is going to be, how much it's going to be, a little bit of a description about it. And Cigar Dojo does sell regular cigars as well. Undercrown is on there, a couple other ones. I can't think of everything right now, but they do sell a lot of different cigars as well. So definitely check them out, because they're not just a specialty cigar distributor, but they do sell a lot of other different cigars as well. So I feel like I'm going to get just a few more puffs out of this before it starts to fall. It is starting to go a little bit wonky right now when it comes to a few things. It's starting to really break towards going that side. Um, but I'm going to keep going. I mean, if I ash myself, I ash myself. It is what it is. But I'm going to keep going and see how far we can get. But you can tell, I mean, even now, like holding this flat, now this is where it's going to fall because I'm saying something good about it. Holding it flat is just everything stays. I can honestly tell you that that is the sign of a really, really good cigar, that the ash just has that nice, solid stance on top of your cigar. Some guys actually take it and they can set it down and let it stand. And I mean, that's really good ash as well. But I mean, for a cigar that is so out there, it's such a beautiful cigar to be able to just say, like, it's one of those ones that you haven't seen, you haven't heard of. It was limited edition and it holds up that well. That's what you get from Cigar Dojo. And it's just an amazing, amazing cigar. It'll probably fall off when I go to try and take the band off. Jessica says, ooh, look at that balancing act, LOL. Yes, it is definitely a balancing act. I'm trying my hardest to make sure that I get this as far as I can. Real quick before I take the wrap off, you can see once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Gimmick by Cigar Dojo. So say goodbye to our little Gimmick guy right there. I'm going to take my band off and hopefully not drop my ash. Ooh, nice and easy, nice and easy. Perfect. Thank you for making me look good, Cigar. Terry Monroe has his quote for the night. Since Karen's not here, there's something about smoking a cigar that just feels like a celebration. And I couldn't agree more. I've said it before, every time I light up a cigar, one thing that I really enjoy about smoking cigars is it gives me a time to slip away from today. Whatever happened to me today, it doesn't matter because I'm home. I'm surrounded by friends and family. When Jess comes over and we just go out, maybe have a bonfire and I light up a cigar and I just have her next to me, it's my chance to slip away. It's my time to just not worry about work. I get a chance to just kind of talk to God and, see how, how he's doing, telling him about what I'm going through and just asking for, some guidance sometimes, or just to kind of check in with him and just kind of say like, look, God, I'm here. I'm still alive. I'm doing the best that I can. I hope I'm making you proud and I love you. But, every cigar that I smoke is like a celebration for me. Another day of life. I'm on this side of the dirt. It's better than being worm bait, and I just very, very thankful that God blesses me with another day. And then I'm able to just kind of hang out, do my thing, try to make him proud. And he gives me a really nice way to meet new people and see everybody and meet new people and meet new people and meet new people. And I get to try new cigars as well. So it's just a really, really nice experience when it comes to doing things like that. So every cigar I smoke is a celebration, that's for sure. And we're still going. What's that? No, I'm really pushing it. Yes, I am. I'm going to push this cigar for all it's got. We're going to see how long it takes for this thing to fall over. But I'm just kind of getting in, to the midway point of the second third. And once again, the cigar just stays really, really consistent. The sugar and the pepper is still really there. The ginger is still kind of there as well. It's a little bit more along the lines of like a very hint faded way of life. Sorry, I had a bug on my screen and it was bothering me. But the cigar is staying very, very true to itself, and I love that about this cigar. I've not found one complaint with the cigar. Other than the ash kind of gets a little funky, but I mean that's going to happen no matter what. The cigar is just absolutely beautiful, and I mean this is one of those cigars that I really wish was a little bit bigger. I mean this is only a 5x52. So it's 5 inches with a 52-inch ring, or not a 52-inch ring. That'd be huge. A 52 ring. So I mean, it's a nice, reasonable cigar, but this is one of those cigars that you really don't want to end. I'd be a lot happier if it was like a 6-inch. 7-inch would be great. 7 by 52, that'd be even better. But it's just a really, really nice cigar, and it's one of those cigars that you don't want to put down, and it's just an absolute beaut when it comes to just the taste, the construction of it, uh, the coolness of the wrapper. There's so many things about this cigar that are just absolutely perfect, and I love these cigars, and I cannot say enough that Cigar Dojo did such an amazing job with Lost and Found for this cigar. And we're still going, ladies and gentlemen. We are still going. We are going strong. Oh, I knew it was going to happen, but I tried. I got about halfway through the cigar, and I got a nice little ash pile. I'm actually going to show you guys down here. Even when it hit the ground, when it hit right here, it still stayed pretty strong to itself. The initial fall wound up doing a little bit of damage to it, but it stayed really true to itself. And sorry about that. I got everything all wonky again, but it was a really solid ash. And I tried my best to keep it on there, so I'm sorry for that. But we got it down as far as we could before it fell. And I probably got a little cocky with trying to hold it sideways for so long, but hey, all good things come to an end sometime, right? Now, one thing I like to do is, now I just had all that ash on my cigar, and one thing I like to do is I like to blow through my cigar, um, try and rejuvenate some of that old flavor that I really enjoyed, and try and push a lot of that old stuff out towards the cherry, to kind of burn up a little bit, just to kind of see if it rejuvenates its old flavor just a little tiny bit. So we're going to give that a try. D Hub said, I knew that was going to happen. Nice try, though. Hey, man, can't hate a guy for trying. I'll tell you that much. But we got it pretty far. We got it about halfway in. So that was about 2.5 inches of ash right there. And that's really good for me. That's really good considering I wasn't doing the choo-choo train the whole time. So I'm going to blow through this cigar real quick and just kind of see if I can rejuvenate some of those flavors, blow some of that old stuff from all the ash that I was, trying to get as much flavor as I could through it. I'm just going to try and blow through it and see if I can get any new flavors or any flavors to kind of return a little bit. So let's go ahead and give that a try. Now that ginger wound up making a hell of a recovery. Just doing that alone, it wound up really being really quite prevalent, right back where it was. I taste the ginger snap. I still taste the sugar and the pepper. The pepper is a little more really getting a little bit too much of that pepper right in there. So I'm doing the best that I can, but the pepper is really starting to get in there, and the sugar is still very much there as well, and so is that ginger snap now that I did that. But the bread taste is kind of gone. I taste a little bit of it towards the end, but it's kind of a mix between the ginger snap and the bread. But that's what's happening now towards that last third of the cigar. So I'm going to keep knocking my ash off now because now I don't have to worry about it too much. And I'm sorry, by the way, if there was a warning saying that we were having trouble with it. I have full bar, so I don't know why it was telling me that I was having a bad connection, but maybe there was just like a little spike in something. So you'll have to excuse that. So while I'm kind of finishing up this last third, I want to make the announcement one more time. If you're not already a member and you want to become a member, check us out on the smoking section on Facebook groups. And also check us out on the_smoking_section, the number one, all together, on Instagram. And check us out if you want to become a member and you want to get your official The Smoking Section Stay Blessed, Stay Smoking sticker. That's the way to do it. So please check that out. If you're not already a member, if you want to become a member, please, we welcome anybody and everybody. And so just please give us a check, give us a like. If you like this video and you like what we're doing, please smash that like button. It'll let me know if I'm doing something well, if I'm not doing something well. So please just let me know. If you still like these videos and you want to find out when I'm streaming, then hit that subscribe and also hit the little bell for notifications to let you know when I'm going live and when I put out a new video for a cigar or some cigar tips and tricks. So I figured I'd get that out of the way before the end of the video as I kind of get into my last couple puffs here. So I'm kind of at that point right now where I usually grade a cigar. I usually give it anywhere from, like a 1-star all the way up through a 5-star. And I've never given a cigar a 5-star. I don't know why I've never given a cigar a 5-star. I guess because I think in my mind nothing is perfect. Out of everything, out of all the stars, I'm probably going to give this one a 4.8 out of 5. Now, you're probably thinking to yourself, Shaun, you're being a little picky. I mean, what's 0.2 points for this cigar? If you really liked it that much, why not just give it a 5? The burn was a little bit uneven on some things. It didn't even itself up as much as I thought it would, even though I was trying to turn it to try and get it to burn off some of that. So it really had a few hills and valleys, so I'm going to take off those 0.2 points just for that. But I got to tell you, this cigar is an absolute beautiful cigar. I cannot tell you how happy I am that Cigar Dojo and Lost and Found collaborated to come up with the Gimmick. I absolutely love this cigar. I love everything about it. The flavor profile, the build of the cigar, how sturdy the ash is, how easy it is to smoke, how it hasn't gone out at all. How easy it is to just take that draw off of it, especially with a straight cut. To me, it's an all-around, almost perfect cigar. I absolutely love this cigar, and I hope that you get the chance to try and grab one. Try and see if you can find them. If you can, then please grab one or grab a pack. Share it with your friends because they're all going to absolutely love it. I don't care if they're a first-time cigar smoker or a veteran. These cigars will blow their minds, and they're just such an awesome flavor profile, and I can't tell you how much I love this cigar. So if you get the chance, go to cigardojo.com or atlanticcigarcompany.com and see if they still have them and give them a try. And just let them know what you like. Let them know if you like it or not. Let me know if you've gotten one and you want to try it. Let me know if you want to try it. I can try and see if they still have them on there. I can make a post to see if I can find them and see if you can try and snatch one up or two. But if you get the chance, go for them because these are an absolute awesome cigar. I hope that everybody gets a chance to try one at some point in time. And now the pepper is really prevalent. I really enjoyed smoking this cigar, and I think this was a perfect cigar for a Monday night, especially for a live stream. I thought it was a really, really awesome cigar to get into. And it was one of those ones that I kind of, like I said, thought was a little bit kooky, a little bit weird, a little retro, but it is October, so I figured you got hippies for Halloween, you got kind of scary monsters for Halloween. This was going to be kind of like my retro hippie kind of Halloween cigar for right now until we get closer to the date. So with that being said, I'm probably going to finish up this cigar, ladies and gentlemen. I only got a few puffs left. This was the Gimmick, ladies and gentlemen. My rating is still going to stick. It's a 4.8 out of 5. Cigar Dojo and Lost and Found wound up doing an amazing job with the cigar. I absolutely love this cigar. If you get a chance, give it a try. give it a smoke, see what you can do with it, see if you can find it. And if you can, give it a try. Let me know what you like. And with that being said, like I've already said previously, if you're not already a member, check us out on Facebook and Instagram. Look up the smoking section for Facebook groups and the_smoking_section 1 on Instagram. And obviously, if you like these videos, hit subscribe, give it a like, and hit that notification bell to let you know when we're going live. I'm Shaun, and this is the smoking section. As always, stay blessed, stay smoking, and I will catch you guys on the next one. See you guys then. Have a good rest of the week. Talk to you then. Bye.